Siemaneczko ludziska! Przestany wasz host, Max nie umie grać, w kolejnym streamku z ZZZ. Zone Zero Zone, jakoś tak. Dzisiaj ogłaszamy zwycięzcę gry na zlecenie, więc ostatni moment, w którym można zagłosować na ankiety, które oczywiście są. Już wszystko wrzuciłem na czat. Powinien wrzucić jeszcze linki na dole w opisie, ale to tam mniejsza o to. A jakby ktoś chciał nowe gry, które mogłem ogłosić, no to pamiętajcie, żeby wstawić albo na Discorda pod hash gry na zlecenie, albo na dole pod dzisiejszym filmikiem gry na zlecenie, albo pod jakimkolwiek wstawić grę, którą chciałoby się zobaczyć na moim kanale. Wrzucę wtedy do ankiety kolejnej w przyszłości i będzie walczyło o zwycięzcą. Jak na teraz jest Resident Evil i Ghostwire. Te dwie gry w tych dwóch ankietach wygrają. Kolejna rzecz. Pontion Mix zostaje wstrzymany. Oczywiście kontynuujemy dalej historię z ZZZ, która była dość dobrze, ale musiałem się zbierać, a tego było w ogóle taki dziwny sobotni stream. Tak wcześnie. Dzisiaj też jest wcześniej. Ale godzinę później. Ale i tak podejrzewam, że i tak w zależności jak to długo nam pójdzie. Oczywiście pytamy się na temat, co tam się wydarzyło z Bringerem, ale nas to tak w sumie zasadniczo mało interesuje, bo jednak nam to powtórzą w trakcie dialogów. I pytamy się, czy ktoś zna Mr. Bringera i co robi Mr. Bringer, bo tam ten policjant powiedział nam, że był gdzieś w Hollow, w tych innoświecie. Okej. To jest sekcją szóstą tu chodziło. HSO. Hollow Special Operators. Okej. Idziemy do Miyabi. Musimy z Miyabi pogadać, z żoną. No proszę. Pierwszy raz, kiedy jest tu tyle ludzi. You are there. Zhu Yuan has already told me about the current situation. We have already found all of the Bringer belongings. Nothing usual so far. I heard he had a notebook. A notebook? Don't record the seeing one, but there are a few tape recording. Our colleague have already listened to the tapes. They have routine meeting minutes of the similar recording. Nothing out of the ordinary. After carefully inspecting the tapes, found to feel different from the results. Seems a bit heavier. Do you need play these tapes again? Yuan mówi, there shouldn't be any need for that. These records have already been received for both of the Hollow Special Operatives and the public sec. So there should be any issue. There is no heavier than in the others. Need to valve this tape different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Okej. Aha, chcę skończyć z tego, jak on to w sobotę wychodzi. Boże, ja zapomniałem nazwy gier, którą mi się podoba. Ja naprawdę mam problem z pamięcią, jeżeli chodzi o tytuły gier. Bo to z tytułami jest problem, bo mogę ci opowiedzieć totalnie, co to jest, ale każdy będzie wiedział. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 zostaje w soboty. Pontion Mix zostaje wstrzymany, więc jak przejdę Silent Hill 2, Pontion Mix wskakuje w miejsce Silent Hilla, ale po skończeniu Silent Hilla dopiero, więc Pontion Mixka na razie nie będzie. To, co wychodzi teraz w niedzielę. Powinno się przesunąć w sobotę, ale zrobiłem to inaczej. Zmieniłem trochę aranżację, światło mam za kamerą w końcu. Tamto mi się zepsuło, ale wstawiłem coś innego i faktycznie działa. No i ta lampka zaczęła mi migać, ale przestała migać. To tak tego. Aha, kolejna rzecz. Gra na zlecenie wyjdzie następną niedzielę, oczywiście. Ta, która wygra. Ja potem ogłoszę później, przy końcu streama to ogłaszam najczęściej. Jak skończymy historię, to prawdopodobnie wam powiem, która i co i jak. Dalej zapomniałem się dowiedzieć, o jakiego bungalow chcę zbierać następnego, bo wylosowałem wszystkich tych, których chciałem. Tutaj tak nie ma nic ciekawego, bo nie dostałem krążków, a w Signal Shopie jest na razie tak, kupiłem przy okazji to. Resident Evil widzi jako normalny odcinek, a ta druga gra, która wygra, wyjdzie też w następnym kolejnym tygodniu, też w niedzielę, jako odcinek, ale Resident Evil przejdzie nam na streamie od razu. Będziemy mieli wtedy 2 wychodzące gry na zlecenie. Jeden będzie streamem, zawsze niedzielnym, a drugi będzie odcinkiem normalnie wychodzącym. Taki miałem nowy pomysł i zobaczymy, jak się to przyjmie. Mam nadzieję, że wiecie, o co chodzi. Dobra. Create examine the special tape recording, discover that it seems that the encrypted message with it. I see, it must be a reason for this wave. But now can we decrypt it? Let's try the crack. And leave it to you. O nie, to będzie klikanie na czas. To akurat jest proste. Naprawdę jest to proste. Ja tak odpływam, nie? Wcale jeszcze tego nie utrudniam. Teraz zrobimy sobie tak. Żartuję. To jest łatwe, to jest łatwe. To jest bardzo łatwy, zręcznościowy puzzle. Do you know the way? You did it as expected. Looks like there is a new content that can be played on the tape now. That interesting. I don't know what secret information could be hidden on this way. Now a secret Saku wants to know. Then Yuan, are you nervous? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, I put so much effort for hiding it. There's might really be answer inside. Let's go listen to it now. Yeah, right. No matter what, I have to face the truth.
All right, let's get started.
Let's get started.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature.
No.
It's normal. I just have a few regrets. Oh, what's that over there?
As the long runs by.
I've seen a miracle.
Teraz mamy coś ciekawego.
That thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive.
No proszę.
Oh, Creator, please grant me this.
Room the left complete silence. Cassette with playing with the critical looks. Chest fallen.
Are you okay, Ji-Yuen? Don't be so sad.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
Okej.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that
Fajna muzyczka
incident.
w tle leci.
Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true.
No proszę.
Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the
Skażenie w
exalted.
końcu.
Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
Okay. I never expected any sequence to lead on this, but that exactly was the Exaltist plotting. Regardless, time to head back and video story and rest a bit. Let them think about the next steps. Okay. Proszę. Teleport. O, kogo? Vivian.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
Aha.
We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
Właśnie.
How do you even know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time.
O nie,
I know
stalking.
many things, but
Spotkaliśmy
unlike
naszą
those
stalkerkę, dobrze.
hypocrites,
Znaczy
I'm
źle.
willing to share info with you to show
Nie.
my sincere hopes of working
To jest
together.
złe.
I need to find Bringer's belongings.
A, też te jego graty znaleźć.
Bringer's belongings. Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Okej, who?
Who do you mean by they?
Jej.
The Exaltists, of course.
Exaltyści, dobra.
They're always lurking whenever something
Chyba
related
poznajmy w
to
końcu prawdziwych
sacrifice
złych
comes
w
up.
tym świecie.
Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
Aha. Nie, oczywiście.
I'm still not sure.
What's
I'm not sure about
to be
that.
sure about? We both share the same goal and I won't harm you.
To jest mem
By the
tego,
way,
to
might I
pamiętam.
ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
Tak, dokładnie.
Nope, I can't fight.
I have a noodle
As I
arms.
expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Właśnie, co tu się
Hang
dzieje?
on. What did you just say?
Lord?
Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon! Don't tell me you don't like him.
You're probably not going to believe this, but I'm actually Phaethon.
You're an outstanding proxy, that's true. But Lord Phaethon's a cut above. No one
Dobrze.
can ever replace Lord Phaethon. But I know how you
Wierzy
feel.
tobie w swoje bajki.
You're actually one of Lord Phaethon's fans too, aren't you? So he's your biggest role model in life and you hope to become just like him, right?
Nie. Niech będzie, gramy.
Fine, you're right.
Gramy. Gramy w tą
I'm
samą grę.
actually a fan of Lord Phaethon.
Then we're fellow fans. Wonderful. I feel so much closer to you now.
After unexpected joining for Vivian formal club, for love of the large Phaeton really on the hour. O nie.
Oh my.
Muszę się
Once
czuć
I start
cringe.
talking about Lord Fate, then I just can't help myself.
Cringe to są twoje streamy.
I suppose that's all for today then.
Yes.
I'll be in touch with more news.
I saw Kat cheating with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I found the reminder of the bring his belongings ends up. We shouldn't hide in the hollow in the outer ring. I need make some preparation to let me in the blaze wood later. Don't you worry, I will protect you, Proxy. I'll not let you get you hurt. Speaking of, because I'm gathering information from my intelligence record, of course. I may look like that way, but I got a pretty impressive job, and there's way many secrets. I know many secrets. Since I agreed to work together, I must follow the examiner schemes, whatever they are planning to stop them. In this time, I absolutely cannot. Look, this is my personal breath with the exaltist, whatsoever the case with the semi-site there. Getting late, you need to back to the some preparation. See you in the Blazewood. Okay. We wanna live in the hurry. Seems rather little discuss the relationship with the Exaltis in detail. Well, are you sure you want to head straight into the hollow? Maybe you can use the old method and connect with Aeons instead. With the safer option. But if we connect to Eos, we will might recognize us after all, she or fan. No tak, to jest prawda. Lepiej się nie łączyć na razie. Let's just go in. A few insist burn, right then, but if anything happens, make you sure to stay safe. Even though you can stay in touch anytime, no still worry. Vivian will protect me. I will protect you too. If anything happens, I will get back up immediately. Alright, let's take the break now from the way to Vivian connecting us. After the time to message of Vivian arrives, head to the place to meet her. Już. Musimy powstrzymać plan. O, kogo my tu mamy? Abi i... To już wiecie, na kogo będę losował. Trigger.
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here? And is
What
that
are you
a
doing to
new
my
look
swamp?
I see, Ambi?
I'm here to investigate that incident.
Record the incident to the Abby and the trigger. Remind to details of the recording tapes, log into the video archive. And have a time to refresh your memories when then.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity. So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this, now that everything is completely finished. This uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. Ah, and who's this young lady?
Her name.
Her name's Vivian.
Muszę tego
She's
czytać,
my
zapomniałem.
friend. We're here investigating a few things ourselves. Ambi, one of the Cunning Hare's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
You're going into a hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, that's right. I've
Wszystko
recovered quite
wiadome.
a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the Hollows.
Let's shoot the wing to Abby and Trigger. They're both nice to sing as a question at the moment, and a familiar lady appears.
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
Ten świat jest naprawdę mały. Tym To za moce.
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling okay? It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you. All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
Sena step aside, Abby to discuss something. Meanwhile, it looks like people in some concern.
You're not looking so good. Everything okay?
You feel right?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Normalnie my tam...
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us?
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Huh? Yeah. There really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Okej. Okazuje się, że spotkaliśmy się z starą przyjaciółką. Najlepszy bu. The lever bu. Krąg pociągnij za wajchę. Zła wajcha, krąg. Znam polską wersję, słabo pamiętam. To niezła ekipa, nie? Podoba mi się design Trigger, bo też jest wyjątkowy przez to, że nie ma cały czas oczu, nie widać jej. I jak ona emocje swoje, żeby pokazać emocje, bo oczami można dużo emocji zbudować, to jej się lampki świecą na różne kolory. To jest fajne, fajny design. I prove you don't really like her. Proxy, do you believe fate? I don't. I see. That sounds like somebody would do say. Proxy, I actually no, eat nothing. Let's hurry and head up the hollow. Tak, pogramy sobie. O, jest trigger.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
Save your strength, Envy.
We are here to look
Każdy
for
będzie się domyślał
something
dlaczego.
Something extremely important. New Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Nie mów o tym, że to jest pierwsza postać, która jest... Dobra, z daleka.
Adjusting for wind.
Przypomina mi się trochę Nikę.
Mind the blind spots.
A to Nika powinna losować na Abi, bo Abi...
Recalibrating.
Ale i tak mam mocnego DPS-a.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
No, to co od elektryczności mi się wydaje.
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
To nie chodzi o przeszłość.
The target's weary. My bullets are one with the wind. Fire support ready.
Niezły fire.
Quick shot. The melody of combat.
I found strategy.
Time to pin them down.
A ta się męczy z tym jednym gościem.
Foxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
The Fisherman. Okej. Nie, jak na razie bardzo fajnie się gra.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
You remember the legacy art mentioned by the host during the previous action? Unlike as I said during his lifetime, the work that has discovered the art collection after the death and become hugely popular. Sounds like a quite a nice story, right? It's rarely this art collection are to blame for this death. There is the pumping big shots discovering this talent, and they when wanted him to craft forgems for famous works. He, someone as popular him who never agreed to such a things. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose her schemes. And some days later, and suddenly took on his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. There's big shots silence him. How do you know all of this? Because the legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. Co za zbieg okoliczności. Thank you, but I might not need to any time. So, who exactly are the big shorts that are talking about? Given a secret like this is a fine to tell you, this is the Ravenlock family. The matter is discovered with Miss Abby and also related to them. And collectively asked to bid for area, I shouldn't probably return it to you. Don't you worry about that. But isn't it your husband's final works? It's fine. The our bound doesn't need to be accurate by any object. And I don't need this works to remember him. But shows better off your hands than someone like Huntsman. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for the moment? Of course. Let's step aside, something to private. Alright, reading it on the matter, finding the links, I'm interested to you. It's my wedding ring. No wiadomo, że to był ten ślubny pierścionek, pewnie zgubiła. I wouldn't to be extremely grateful to you. Find something left, hollow, no distance. Sense, normal items. Let's see, are you hungry? But there's some food with me. They look like they want to eat some leftovers. And actually they do. Just a little bit.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Nie lubię zjadać resztek po kimś, dosłownie to były resztki żarcia. I found a pushy toy. After squeezing the new frog teeth, the decided it doesn't have any looking for. Then hide the link inside the stuffing of the push toy, right? Don't you worry, it's nothing here inside. Already gone through.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's pretty cute.
Pretty cute. No to ty nie powiesz, nie? No to ty nie powiesz. Okej. Gdzieś tu była paczka. Pamiętajcie, pierwszeństwo mają paczuchy, potem dopiero cała reszta. Zawsze tak jest. Teraz możemy dalej oglądać rzeczy. Przyszedł item. Find lunchbox, ok. The lucky unlucky, the box is empty. The box is spoiled in the test. What is the main concept?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Choose Witam. It's all very careful searching. Then actually find the all class setting. What do you mean? She started looking for the vending, but she said it doesn't need an object to remember his husband. And searching for the fleet, found nothing at all. Maybe this ring never existed in the first place, was just an excuse. Let's go back. No?
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
Get behind me!
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location should still be safe.
Ona jest DPS-em elektrycznym, więc...
I hope so.
A ja zawsze losuję postaci, które mi się po prostu podobają designersko, nic więcej. Ja wiecie, o, kogo my tu mamy? Ktoś leży? Poturbowany? Oh no! Anyway, time to return to discuss now with her close peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
I...
What happened?
No nie
I
żyje.
guess this was her final scam.
Ostateczny skam.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
O,
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right.
to mówili o tym.
I'm
Rozmawiali
going
między
to
sobą.
die in here. That's my plan. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me.
A,
Yes,
wszystko był skam.
but it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave
Dobra
something
historia, muszę
behind for my
przyznać.
girl. I have to give her a chance at life.
Naprawdę,
If it's okay,
naprawdę dobra historia.
could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there.
Ciekawe, ciekawe, nie?
Thank you. You're a good kid.
Zasadniczo taki NPC, a ma dobrą historię. O tym, że nie
She was
wyszło.
betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes,
Była tego
because I
świadoma.
saw it.
Wyłaniamy w tym momencie recording memory brak team to front of Siena.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've
Wyrocznia.
ever been able to see.
Jest wyrocznią.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
No, przestrana sytuacja.
Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Dokładnie, to od razu bym to
Vivian,
myślał.
it's not your fault.
Jesteś wyrocznią, tyle.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
Mam nadzieję, że nie będzie widzieć mojej przyszłości. Miss Vivian is always cry when I have prophecy. Even every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. I used to wonder if I couldn't hold back my tears, or maybe if the bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't, no matter what I try, I just can't. You are being too hard to yourself, Abby powiedziała. Vivian, a silent moment, copy topics. Sena, set in the combination from the seven family, hollow corruption, insurities, and resettles the herder to the Miran life. Through the heart and images, through the slightly hard man, you need such a money losing business. Maybe tops demanded. Yeah, I think this too. Actually, however, rumors to the Ravenlock family had fallen out for favor of the tops in the while now. That why and are becoming a desperate to afraid of being abandoned by the mighty tops. Sienna is actually the skilled against a broker. She retired from the business a while ago. She no wonder she was able to get classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything weighs unless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But believe it, everything she did is magnificent. She goes to for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone it seems there are Eternals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed? In my memories, this has happened countless times already.
To lubię, kiedy dialogi będą coś takiego. Masz akcję? Jeszcze mówią, nie?
Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Wide open.
Here, Foxy. The fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
The fisher. The fisher. The fishing fisher. Okay, the robo bitch, okay. Trzeba się skupić najpierw na jednej robo bitch, potem będziemy atakować drugie robo bitch. I speak with the mens.
The target's weary. Increase firepower. Recalibrating.
Right on cue. Loyalty.
Quick shot.
Wstrzymuję się i postupuję. Tylko tak przypomina to Nikę.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. Adjusting for wind.
Oh, disorder.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed.
Aha,
So this
to
is the
chodziło o
least we
to.
could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and I believe.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little more about your visions of misfortune?
Dokładnie.
It's a really long story.
Spokojnie, usiądę na to.
These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations, but every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
I don't mind,
I don't
właśnie.
mind at all. That's just who you are, Vivian. I'd like to keep hanging out with you.
My jesteśmy też i to
I've
bardzo,
always
bardzo
considered
dziwnymi
disability
dziwakami, więc...
as a curse.
It's not a curse. If anything, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really? Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
Okej, mamy poszukać gratów jego. To jest motel w każdym stanie w Ameryce. Vending machine. Vending machine bring in the vending machine bring belonging property t-shirt away from there. Why the vending machine? That's the intelligent I got. Maybe bring them from the good spot. Maybe look around first. Maszyna ponowna, but nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Słyszę paczkę. Paczki zawsze hałasują. Okay, another vending machine. Another vending machine. Nobody should bring your belongings, but could be. Anyway, machine in front of you. Still nothing.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's precious things. Sometimes it's good boxes. Kolejne vending machine. Okej. Vending machine. Dobra, I believe in you. Grzebiemy w kolejnej machine. There's still find nothing. Kick the vending machine by accident. Editing normalnie auto, ten notebook. Robiliśmy sparte na to i nagle wypadło to trzebało, tak? O Master Proxy Done, Integrity Head, Professional Intelligence Brokers. Okej, mamy to co chcieliśmy. O proszę, kogo my tu mamy?
Out of my way.
Bringer's notebook added in the workbench. Bring notebook to the old world looking seems mark it down.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
I'm gonna clip of the Bringer notebook together, so when there's some time. Try to translate the link of the body. And the familiar metadata is this one, guys. Okay.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
No.
Hang on, did you say companion? So you two know each other.
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
To już wiemy, kto pomagał mu uciec.
So, the whole time, you were only bidding on the collection so you could get backstage and mess with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
Tak.
That sorta makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really.
Po
To
prostu
form
jesteście na
long-standing
wynajęcie.
and cooperative
Nic więcej.
relationships with outstanding proxies, like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being
Dobra.
the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles.
Jesteście
while the
komunistami,
poor
po prostu.
have to gamble with their own lives.
No dobra, udają
just
Robin Hooda.
to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve
Robin Hoody.
and give it to those who deserve to have more.
Bawią się w Robin
If you
Hooda.
ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
Niestety.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu.
To wiemy.
We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
Ale mamy kompletnie inne metody, ale mamy ten sam cel. Naprawdę to jest fajne, nie? Że zasadniczo oni są złymi, ale że mają ten sam cel co my, żeby powstrzymać walniętych fanatyków, zasadniczo zrobi nas tymczasowymi sojusznikami.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Okay.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal.
Zawsze lepiej mieć kogoś do ochrony. A zwłaszcza, że to będzie Wolf Daddy, to git. Fancy collectible. Art of the Workbench. Collective gift by the Vivian. Looks expressive. The motifs of artists in the hollow inside. Might be a mess with this lady.
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
Okej, to jest bardzo ciekawe, że zasadniczo my też jesteśmy tak w połowie legalni, więc zasadniczo gdybyśmy nie mieliśmy kumpli w policji, to prawdopodobnie byliśmy nielegalni, a tak to jesteśmy... Wszyscy przymykają oko, co my robimy. My robimy dobrze, ale nie powinniśmy. Since I already video store should add the master proxy commented to some films. My apologies to everyone, but I need to take my leave and go to take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery and also need a convenient social identity for various reasons, and the title of gallery owned works quite well. Alright, stay with the master proxy bit a little longer. But Hugo, are you been odd busy lately? You are not hiding something from me, are you? Well. Studnia. moment temu That us. Ja muszę pogratulować niektórych dobrych szczegółów, czy dobrego ciastka, czy dobrego gijatu, jakby to dzisiaj wypowiedzieli. Mówię, studnia, well. If you're done in a dear collector, Mr. Hugo, long time no see, as you may have finished the task already asked you to do, yes? Yes, of course. Done promoting already found the buyers of the goods you give me, no storage and the big names among them. Of course, I also recommend your gallery from the instructed, the shared word about the circle. But getting rid of the all executive staff is certainly not my trouble, aren't you? If you have a founding issue, I'm also your guy. You got friends who offer loan service. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than that just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking for the boost my gallery reputation in scene. I see. Choose rarely precious in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure you are looking for a collaboration with you. Thank you for your kind word. Alright, getting late. I shouldn't get off now. See you next time. And now you can find that guy. Remember, I mentioned that when dress, someone press me this time. Okay. Yeah. When the musket treats sonic breaks, the gatekeeper with me the witch, the hand hides the coin well from. Are you okay? The clinic is that way. What a shame. Such a handsome fella, but sorry, my mistake. To jednak on, nie? No to co? Może gościu w garniturze? Poczekaj, bo to by... A może young fella? Casual young man. Wezmę tego. Serious man. Until the breaks, left hand left, wait for answer. It's quite poetic, isn't it? Will he be waiting for the same what suits? Shouldn't be waiting for the Hugo renowned collector and owner. If it couldn't continue. I still ask you to make a coincidence. Time. Rob of Heroes. Aha, on się dowiadywał o tym, co robił wtedy, nie? Za dużo? Now relax. I don't plan to crashing with him head on. Better don't want to witness the mockbird. Point to looking crack on the egg. And more to gambit. See a while. Dobra. Pogadane. Let anybody having interesting discussion and his family name. That mockingbird phantom thief syncated only to night. Tops. A studenty gadają o tym, o tych wszystkich rzeczach, co tu się wydarzyło jedynie. O tej aukcji całej. Głównie to on... Głównie to on to robi. Nie. Stop. Nie można sobie tak po prostu tam wejść. O, jest. Arrogant man. The only who business master Hartman. Correct. Mr. Hartman time is extremely valuable and the rest of the meeting is busy schedule. Sincerely hope you bring something sustainable to the family. Haha. Worry not. I standardly protected because I'm enough of the leverage. That's better. Bardzo dużo ściany tekstu. Nareszcie coś się dzieje.
Will you work with me?
Ja sobie usiądę.
Not
Czas się
bad.
nadszedł.
Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
No, ciekawe, nie?
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away
Bo i
right
tak
now.
najważniejsze rzeczy to mówią, a nie to, co tam
I'm
pisze.
here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
No, chce ten...
Wealth,
te...
glory, power.
On chce to wszystko.
The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Okej.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows.
Okej.
You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
A pan Kolce White, looking for the Christmas quick quit. Don't you got the band group? We're going with the fruit of the group. Plają.
Having a drink
Po
before
prostu.
undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you.
Okej.
All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
No, ale trochę przeszłości jego.
We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done.
Ciekawe.
My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here. who is willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now.
Boże.
And the results are
Powalona
obvious.
rodzinka.
The winner of this month's assessment
Iluminaci, nie?
is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
But Father, before this, I was #1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Okej. To przypomniało mu się.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
Another side after Hugo leaves. Proxy, do you have something to say? The chosen one. Well, truth is the outlet wanted to change to work with you. Hugo said that the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy, in the other word, the chosen one. You are supposed to be a chosen one! Fine, I believe in you. No way, you are free now. You are not busy taking the language outside with me. Ever, I'm fine. Okay. I've arrived at Sluma Square with the Vivian.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. You're a child that only brings misfortune.
Thanks.
People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that why do I only predict suffering?
Ciekawa moc. Właśnie skąd
If I
wychodzi się
could
twoja
predict
moc w ogóle?
happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
No you just a emo kid.
Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all.
Coś muszę robić, nie?
So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift.
Przynajmniej mogę sterować kamerą, nie?
Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you.
Okej.
And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
Tak ona wierzy w zaznaczenie.
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything. And can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura. And ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past.
Nie dziwię się.
But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point.
O, mówimy o jego oczach.
But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, He moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
No, Lycon ma inną wersję, że on zdradził, ale...
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think
Nie.
one day he'll tell me
Nie
his
jest.
secret.
Nie zgodzę się z tym, o.
I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
Active the world, say goodnight to the Vivian, then to later and back to video stores on proper rest. I'm to rest. Hello, wise. Well, I come to home lately today. I have a chat with Vivian. See, I got it late called today. Vivian got the touch, I have a lot of instigator. Pele will contact with the she begins to get hollow tomorrow with Hugo and Lycon and Abby from the recommended before during the operation. Exam details she come to pick up in the video store tomorrow. Okay, we are still planning to head off slightly to hollow in a few times. I'm used to it. Alright, so many friends around the time, it shouldn't be much to risk. Wait for the home, no matter what, remember the safety first, let's become restful now. Oczywiście, nie, bo dzisiaj kończymy całą historię. Tego dnia, no mówi gra w The Promise. Okej. Szła mnie odebrać. Good morning, Proxy. Long story short, analyze the location making the bring us notebook, found them pattern between the contaminated, but they are all seem well hidden. Hugo suspect that they might find something stashed at the coordinate, but the unclear wherever will she present to terrifying. In any case, we need the investigator. The destination today is the Ballet Twins. Let's head together. Let's hit the road.
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh, it's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
For sure.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Co? Jest merch?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch.
Oh.
Like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
I'm super curious to see all that. Please be sure to show me sometime.
Splendid.
Mam nadzieję, że to się nigdy nie stanie, ja po prostu próbuję być uprzejmy.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Widzę, że coś tam musiało się ładnie pawlić. Meanwhile, the Hugo preparation comic operator on the part of the Lumia. Sound on ultimate shopping first. Tam sztukę piedzę. Chocolate anyway. Ration, bottle water, the chocolate coins. We have and the drug. Thank you. And some million figure up here. Hugo. Oh, what a coincidence! I don't expect to see you, eh? Eventually, I don't expect it either. Otherwise, I shouldn't have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Yes, of course. Bo ma tylko jedno oko. Oh, by the way, thank you for joining this time and letting your combat powers. If you couldn't also refrain from the revealing to the secrets to your dear master, what would it be perfect? The manager went over with this with me. You have my word to as long you are the action and not cause the harm. I will keep it everything secret. How awful kind of you. Alright, short of time, we'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. Medication stock 2. Guest sticky used. The moment of familiar figure appear once again. You know that icon. If where you choose a force to awkward encounter with a former partner, it shows to go anyway. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't need any need to avoid you. To jest dobre.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
O nie, stare dziady się spotkały i rozmawiają o przeszłości.
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time.
Pewnie umierał na to promieniowanie, nie?
He left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in.
Aha, już wiemy dlaczego.
We don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we?
Okay.
I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol. Like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads. Striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can. and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's
Bardzo
lives.
fajna historia, bardzo dużo ją
It's
słucha.
also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Prosta, ale dobra.
Of course I remember. All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't
Ta
forget,
relacja pomiędzy nimi jest bardzo fajna.
don't end well for people who break their oaths.
Czuć, że to była stara przyjaźń, która została brutalnie złamana.
You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then,
O wiele
today's
lepiej
the day
napisane
that
niż to, co
Mockingbird will
wymyślili
officially
tamci.
start flying.
Okej, stary, nie chcę tego wspominać.
Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Equivalent shelter, rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Mean on the proxy site in order to join operation finally arrive.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Pewnie często jest spóźniony. Alright, other that family faces also have a new friend joining us in this operation. Seems I Miss Abby, the refundment recommended by the manager. Pleased to meet you, I'm Hugo. Hello. The proxy was already updated on this necessary information. Rest assured, I keep it nie będę o tym mówił, no. So before entering the Halo, let's confirm the mission objective once again. We are handing the one of the coordinator marking the bringer's notebook, searching the area. Based on the living information, the coordinator may contain secrets related of the exaltis. There couldn't be a treasure or something awful. Where I have to explore and find out. There's no further question, let's begin now. Okej, idziemy. Idziemy się bić.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Okej, taką mamy ekipę.
Oh, are you familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
Pytanie, czy brakuje mi właśnie DPS-a elektrycznego? Chyba tak. Mam w sumie zasadniczo lód tylko zbudowany. To jest zastanawiam. Głosować czy nie?
I don't enjoy obstacles in my...
The generator room should be nearby. Over here.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Okay.
Just leave that problem to me.
Belle, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to your phone. Check if you received it.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Okej, naprawiamy. Okej. Już. Prosta minigierka, zawsze
The
lubię.
circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one
O
person
nie,
who could ever
cringe.
do that.
Będzie atak cringe'em.
Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a
Ja
good
ci już powiedziałem coś, że nim jestem.
Could you really be Lord Phaethon?
Okej?
Nope. You've got the wrong person.
Really? But my instincts are telling me that you have to be Phaethon. Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon! I've been your biggest fan for years now! Goodness me. Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along! And I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you... I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo?
Dokładnie.
Anything you want. We just gotta get out of the hollow first.
Okay. Sorry. Guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
Dokładnie, Hugo ma rację. Wszystko, tylko skończmy nasze zadanie,
The
dobrze?
door's finally open.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. This is a dream. I never went to...
Stankował mi wszystko.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination.
The Fisher. The Fisher. Fishery. No dlaczego lubię tą dziwną nazwę.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Stańcie zadawać mi obrażenia AOE! O Boże! Potworki. Gorsze to jest to, że jak wylosowałem teraz ten...
A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Zniknął, a i tak go wkopałem mu. Wiedam, nie lubię tych potworów, bo one... Dobra. Super uderzenie.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Master,
Wow.
a complex mechanism has been detected ahead.
Pray.
To pass through, you need to activate all three smaller mechanisms. Suggestion, split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy.
I can take care of one myself.
Okay.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean?
Dokładnie.
We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport.
Oni po prostu są starym małżeństwem.
Hugo, just go with Lycon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Faithin,
Tak,
don't you?
tak, oczywiste.
That's not it.
Oczywiście.
Maybe we should go over it all again. You know, just in case anyone's not fully on board.
There's no need, Master Proxy. Our top priority right now is to crack the mechanisms as soon as possible.
It's just a simple mechanism. I can handle it solo. Lycon, you better not slow me down.
This is
I really want to
Hugo Solo.
recommend you to some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
No, lepszą procent with the Zenless skład, and enjoying procent leader non-tier. Living the survival river with the home of procent leader. Enjoying time with this will make me happy. Gazemy sobie. Phaeton, will you try it? We'll get rest in a moment. I'm fine. Said when kick in. Let's quick handle this.
Lord Faithin, there are too many ethereals here.
Phaeton drop draw. Take it over the ethereals. The ethereals is much low Phaeton. Aha, aha, dobra. Prosta. Jeszcze te wszystkie rzeczy działają. Trzeba się pooglądać, czy nie ma tutaj rzeczy, wiesz, typeczka.
Sure enough, Lord Faithin and I share a deeper connection. Sorry. I hope I'm not being too forward. Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Faithin.
Boże.
It's like all my dreams are
Jednocześnie złe i dobre. Ciekawy motyw dali.
any second now, aren't I?
I'm real.
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real, see? You can even hold my hand.
Not only is Lord Faithin incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Faithin fan until my very last breath.
O właśnie, spytajmy.
I'm happy to hear that, don't get me wrong. But why do you like Faithin
No
so
właśnie,
much,
dlaczego tak
Vivian?
bardzo nas fanem?
Lord Faithin is my light, the one who saved me in my darkest
O,
and most
proszę.
desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day. Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
Wolałem się dowiedzieć. Dokładnie.
Of course not. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Faithin makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like
Ciekawe, jak
this.
jej pomogliśmy. Pasywnie to
I wonder how
zrobiliśmy.
the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff, but as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Szybciej zabij, tym szybciej zabijesz, nim przestaną machać.
Off balance.
Dobra. Dobra się nią gra. Głównie klikasz E. To win. No i kliknięte. Będziecie mówić, że to old good days, tak?
We have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon, even before it all fell apart.
A moment of silence, quiet this seems long to move the memories from long ago.
You
O nie.
wanted to speak to me
Oni co chwilę
alone?
rozmawiają ze sobą. Rozmawiałem ze sobą.
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good.
Okay.
Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll
W sumie
always stay
zasadniczo
true to
jest.
his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now, you must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Aha. To mu dał misję, żeby powstrzymywać...
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time, and that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about
Weźcie,
right
kurde,
and
stare
wrong?
małżeństwo kłóci.
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
Okej. O, reszta ekipy. Oba ekipa. After what you have completed her respective task, come on, gain again. I can't believe the last squad to arrive. Crazy tax to entrance somebody. You wouldn't have even come last place, even so busy and unique. So perfectly conditioned apartment. Some Lord Fate and I come to place to be expected. When it's right. Titan agrees with the perfect nie, gada głupoty. Smile on the face, the bit consenting. He's not! Then Smite's happy with thinking about the fate. He only required to mark that the bringer of the notebook is not far on from here. Let's move it out. Dobra. Niedaleko jeszcze jest to miejsce, gdzie mamy zdobyć te rzeczy. In the head noises coming from the head. i dziwne odgłosy słyszymy z daleka.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
Okej.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
O nie.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. All right.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Faith?
O nie.
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for a reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister.
To wiemy, Mon.
Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago.
To też wspominał
Vivian
zasadniczo.
adores you. Whether you're Phaethon or just Belle. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Jakby mu odbiło.
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left.
Conscience?
A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until my father, the man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened.
Jego wersja,
People
oczywiście.
like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
Okej.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty, but you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy.
Że ktoś musi być złym, żeby ktoś mógł być
I want
dobry.
to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky.
Całe życie na
The
szczęściu.
world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the children of devils are actually the children of gods. Oh, sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Roger.
Okej. Ciekawe. Znaczy, wie, co się z nim dzieje teraz. Fishery. Czekaj, wiem skąd jest Fishery. Jeżeli ktoś grał w taką grę, jak ona miała.
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
To też fakt.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken,
poczekaj, jak to było?
That's a sacrifice.
Strategia to była. Osadzona w uniwersum Lord of the Rings.
If it does wake up,
Lord of the Rings Middle of the Earth, jakoś tak. 2. Tam się budowało fishery, które się robiło orki.
Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far.
O Boże, stara strategia.
These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them.
Okej, mamy wielki kokon.
These sacrifices can exist outside the hollows. If they make their way into populated areas.
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital.
Aha, będą rzucać to jak bomby. Dobra.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice.
O, proszę, wiedziałem, że zły się ruszy.
You won't be the ones to keep it.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
Stary dziod.
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You are from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
No.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
As expected of a wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Hugo said, follow he walks over the Hartman side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
Okay.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
But...
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible.
Sprzedał nas!
Promise to help me investigate the Exaltists.
Za wyższą rangę.
The whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You...
Ale fajny śmiech.
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body.
Powinno być, da się załatwić. Nie. Tego wpierw w kolejności.
Stand still.
Amal to jest. Prosty bosik.
Wide open.
Stay calm now. Take this.
DPS jest bardziej potrzebny. Wiem, że to jest klikanie jednego klawisza, ale no wiecie. A, przebudził się, dobra. You already escaped from the fusum on the sacrifice, have the catch up. I can let him have a sacrifice. Ten kryształ. Wisieli. Wisieli. No mówię, że to było strategia. Nie pamiętam trochę już nazwy. Wiecie o tym, że mam problem z pamięcią, jeżeli chodzi o jakby to powiedzieć nazwy gier. Choć jak ktoś mi powie na jakąś grę, to sobie przypomnę, o co chodzi.
You guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act.
No proszę.
We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember. I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane.
Ale jak on to przemówi, to było super.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
Vlad.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child.
On będzie po prostu chciał pozbyć się całej tej rodziny.
Same blood flowing in my veins as you.
I know you. You're that bastard of his.
Chciał go na boku po prostu uwalić. Proste.
I could have sworn you were already.
My dear
Uncle.
Wuju. You were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage.
Można powiedzieć, że Hugo wszystkich rozegrał.
You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it.
To jest pewnie bardziej skomplikowane niż się wydaje.
At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me.
O proszę.
I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying.
Power.
I'll do whatever.
Everything on needs is just a power.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's
Chcą po prostu zacząć panować nad miastem, okej.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory. We must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. And persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
I don't really agree.
Sounds
like some twisted logic to me.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example.
Idealista.
All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future. None of it matters.
Okay.
I understand your anger and resentment, but you can't let those feelings consume you.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say, but this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
A i się bijemy. Dobre. Fajnie się z nim walczy. Tak też myślałem, że zrobię z Inzoja kiedyś streama, ale chcę zakończyć historię. Zobaczyłem w połowie a jest dobra też. Ona nie jest długa, więc... Wczoraj zacząłem, dzisiaj chcę ją skończyć po prostu i tyle. Tak, ale planuję. Może w tygodniu gdzieś zrobię, wiesz? A tak też jak siemka w ogóle. Siemano. Może we wtorek, może w czwartek się pojawi. Zobaczy się. Jeżeli jutro miałbym na przykład wolne, no to mógłbym jutro zrobić. Tak normalnie stream prawie że codziennie wychodzi.
Flip the switch.
Okej. Kopany.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
What are you doing?
Well then, your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Faithin. I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours. Just leave Lord Faithin alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Faktycznie go uwalił.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just never thought things would turn out like this.
Lord Faithin, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. No matter what, this isn't your fault, Vivian.
If only I'd noticed sooner. I should have realized earlier.
Quite the edge of the rooftop, to stand from down, did not really nothing there. I jednak uciekł.
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me. But all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
Miałaby wizję, że on nie żyje, nie? On nie miała wizji, więc zasadniczo wiemy, że przeżył.
He was hurt so badly.
Nieprędko wróci.
Even before he fell into that hollow, he might have already...
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone. But just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
I'm sorry, I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety. I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did, and he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, from the way to stairs and Mr. Figury.
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this. May the Creator guide us.
A, to są te walnięty, oni należą do tej...
Fear. Suffering.
O, ma wizję.
Despair. And destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Faithin.
Czy widziała naszą przyszłość? Jej. After extracting the hollow, Lesion and have the Vivian to the video store with us. Cognizant Shime man silent the entire way. Vivian krokuje. Are you okay, Vivian? Oh, Phaeton, I'm fine. A little distracted. After that happened, you deserve some rest. Yeah, I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exaltist. From the... Tak, ta babka była z Exaltistów, ta znak zapytania, jak co. Bo to są walnięte. Wiadomo, zawsze chodzi o jakiś kult. Jak mamy w tym... Silent Hillu, kult. Tu też jest kult, który chce zniszczyć świat. Za pomocą zniszczyć osłonę świata, żeby potwory weszły. No dobra, podobne. What I know about Hugo, couldn't it easily taken down someone that like Hartman, there's no need for the put him such as tego. And the describer be used all as hostage, but don't think ever intended harm to you. What Hugo said in the end, you know something feels off, the business of the sacrifice core, maybe some despair, more will secret behind this. The smart request, I might sound a bit strange, but perfect. Can I stay at the video store at a few days? I don't do it alone right now. Sure. Yeah, you confirm that the living alone, like that way. Thank you. I slept in the couch, not to simulate the Phaeton at all. If I wake up, then everything goes that's a dream, wonderful wouldn't be. Okej. Trzeba się położyć do łóżka. Warm bed. My head is the mess. Better go to rest first. Okej. Skończone. 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 I skończone. I nagroda. Za skończeniem main story. Comic soon. Season pierwszy epilog, tak, bo się kończy, no bo zbliża się niedługo następna wersja, będzie to pewnie 2.0, dlatego już się będziemy zbliżać do 2.0, dlatego się już powoli muszą wytłumaczyć niektóre sprawy. Let's the config back now in the mind film scenery clear. Things are quiet again, shouldn't keep your rising on linear quiet forever, więc tak naprawdę się to kończy. I wiemy o tym, więc trzeba ogłosić zwycięstwo gry na zlecenie, czyż nie? Najpierw wejdę do moich ankiet, ja sobie tutaj tak fajnie wszystkie wrzuciłem, żeby mieć coś jednocześnie wygodnie dla siebie. Dwie gry wygrały. Resident Evil 1 i Ghostwire Tokyo. To są dwie gry, które wygrały i oby się pokażą. Zaczniemy od Resident Evila, więc Resident Evil pojawi się już za tydzień, następną niedzielę, od razu informuję. I będzie tak, pojawi się na razie odcinek. Za 2 tygodnie w niedzielę pokaże się Ghostwire Tokyo. A od razu wrzucimy sobie na streamy Resident Evila. Więc Resident Evil będzie się pokazywał w niedzielę. Na streamach. A Ghostwire będzie sobie wychodził jako odcinki w niedzielę. Więc będziemy mieli 2 gry na zlecenie jednocześnie w tym samym dniu. Tak sobie pomyślałem. Na razie mamy odcinek nagrany, bo tam są tylko głównie filmiki, więc tak czy siak i tak będzie nam fajnie. Bo mi się wydaje, że Resident Evil nadaje się na stream, ponieważ on nie ma mapy, a mam was. To zdradzę jedno. Więc te gry na zlecenie wygrały. Mam nadzieję, że będzie wam oczywiście podobało je oglądać, tak samo jak streamy w przyszłości. Tak, za 2 tygodnie to będzie, więc w następnym tygodniu będzie normalny jeszcze stream, a w następnym... Może wtedy Inzoja zrobię. Herbata mi się skończyła, więc muszę już kończyć, bo mi się głos zacina. Jeżeli chodzi o Silent Hill 2, on zostaje w sobotę, Point on Mist na razie zostaje wstrzymany, aż dopóki nie przejdziemy Silent Hill 2, więc nie schodzi, ja nie dam sobie za dobra gra, żeby sobie po prostu tak... pogram sobie kiedy indziej. Nie, kończymy ją. Więc mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Bardzo dziękuję za głosy w ankietach oczywiście. Gdzieś w przyszłości będzie kolejna ankieta, nie wiem kiedy, może jak wejdą kolejne gry. Więc tak czy siak, dziękuję za oglądanie, cześć, zobaczymy się oczywiście na następnym streamku. Za tydzień oczywiście będzie premierka Resident Evila, więc też oczywiście was zapraszam, czat będzie dla was otwarty, więc będziemy mogli sobie tam popisać. Bo ja tam oczywiście już się zgubiłem i dlatego skończyłem. Więc tak czy siak, bardzo dziękuję, że tu wpadliście. Cześć, czołem po następnego, stawcie suba, lajka, jeżeli wam się podobało. Pa, następnego, cześć. Pa, dzięki, że padliście, pa.